In this episode, we will hear from Vincent from Wegmans how he could get a solution that would have taken 2 years to create, delivered in 2 months using Power Platform. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Keeping It Real with Power Platform, where we learn how makers around the world create solutions to real-world problems using Power Platform. And today, we have Vincent from Wegmans. Chris is a product owner at Wegmans, and he's going to show us how he could collapse the creation of a complex solution from 2 years to 2 months using Power Platform. So thank you very much for joining us today, Chris.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah.
It's awesome, thank you. And I'm excited about to learn how you achieved that result. But the first place where we always start, can you tell us about your journey with Power Platform?
Yeah. So at Wegmans, we've been in the Microsoft technology for many, many years. We're Microsoft top to bottom, I always like to say. And one of the areas that we had a lot of investment in was in the SharePoint space and trying to make custom forms. Somewhere along the way, we got introduced to Power Platform. And as we've been kind of joking about, like, these things just kind of happen very organically, where we had somebody in the company on the business side say, hey, I made this Power app and I'm having some issues with it. And I'm like, what is a Power app? And so we engaged with them. I learned about the technology and I started to kind of understand its capabilities. And I really started to advocate it for Wegmans to start adopting Power Platform. And I was very pleased 2 years ago, we decided to go wall to wall with Power Platform technology, and we licensed the entire company to start using it. The journey has been incredible. I personally don't see an area of the company that the Power Platform technology should not touch. I think every company probably has this, where IT is the bottleneck for innovation. Things that need to get done, things that need to get solved, it has to go through IT. And at least at our company, there's major initiatives, huge things that have to get done in the finance space, in the marketing space, in the merchandising space. Trying to be able to solve all these things in one department is just impossible. Power Platform's letting us do that democratizing and allowing citizen developers to kind of be part of the innovation at the company and solve problems. It's huge. It's really great.
That's fantastic. And I know that there's one of those solutions that we chat about where you move a process that was taking 2 years to 2 months by integrating a lot of systems. I would love if you could show us that and tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So service desks at our stores is one of the primary ways that our customers interact with us. And unfortunately for our service desks, they become this collection point of all these forms and different technologies that are very clunky and don't work together very well. Power Platform was the first thing we thought about of how can we solve this. So one of the first things you can do is select a feedback type. In this case, I'm going to do a compliment, and it allows me to fill in this information, put the comment in there, and hit submit. And when you hit submit, it kicks off a Power Automate flow that will take this data entry and via an API put it into our CRM solution as a case. That right there, originally, that was a long time to just build the form, build the API connections, and also have that guaranteed delivery mechanism. You can't lose this. And all that we're able to get with Power Automate and Power Apps. For the complaints, there's a general complaint that they can select, or they can go down here to a product complaints. And so here, I can enter in a phone number, I can hit search. We were able to take this platform technology and hook it up to our existing enterprise data sources that our pro devs made. It was such an easy conversation as well. Customer information is a very highly protected source of data. And so we can meet all those security requirements with this technology. And it was really just honestly a 30-minute conversation. This is how it wants to do it. And they're like, that's all exactly what we want. So it was huge being able to leverage existing work that was done at Wegmans for serving up our enterprise data sources, and the technology just seamlessly hooking up to that and allow that to get pulled into this form.
Well, that's fine, but not only the customer data also, but You mentioned that this system is integrated with many other systems. So in addition to being able to use the customer data, do you have integration with other systems that you can use within this form?
Yeah, there is. The other area that we're able to look up information inside of is in our product data hub. Same deal, it's just different kind of data. We're able to take this and point it to that particular endpoint, do a lookup, and pull back all that information. All these things just improve just our ability to bring a better experience to the service desks. More accurate information is very important.
And another thing that I was noticing as you were explaining like the dynamics of development is that you have like what we call a fusion team. You have the combination of professional developers, but also Power Platform developers. And through the makers in Power Platform, you can significantly amplify the impact of those APIs or of those professional development artifacts that you created. Is that the case?
Yeah, absolutely the case. Yeah, it's really just incredible how citizen developers or even people that are just very savvy with technology being able to very easily wire up to stuff that our pro devs have made and leveraging it inside of these forms. It's a huge unlock for us, and it's really, really cool that we're able to do this kind of stuff.
That's great. And speaking of Power Platform makers, how many makers, developers for Power Platform build this application?
So this particular application, just one. So we only needed one person to go through all this and to bring this technology to our service desks. So there's 4 things that the service desks were handling. When we think about those original 4 forms that we had, that was done by a full development team at Wegmans over the course of 2 years.
Wow, and how big the team?
It was a team of 6 people.
So 6 people over 2 years?
Yep.
And this was one person in Power Platform over how long?
2 months.
2 months. 2 years to 2 months.
It was incredible.
It's a huge win. And the other thing that I'm curious or that I'm interested in is once you build it and you deployed it, what's the typical maintenance cost or the cost of keeping this running?
Yeah, it's been out there for a year and nobody on the team has done anything with this. So the overhead and the time that we are spending maintaining this form is 0.
That's really great to hear because it's not just the empowerment to create, but also that efficiency of running and sustained evolution and execution of the program, right?
Yeah. This was just a slam dunk for us as a company. It was very simple, like I said before, but it really solved some really incredible things in our stores.
Super cool. So, Chris, how can people follow your work, learn more about what you do, and all this impact that you're creating?
I love posting on LinkedIn all the things that we're doing at the company and all the ways that we're bringing not just Power Platform in terms of Power Apps and Automate, but just all the tools that are available in there. I love talking about it and reaching out and connecting with other people that are in retail about bringing this. So yeah, on LinkedIn, best way to follow me on this.
Thank you very much, Chris. This was wonderful. And thank you for watching. See you in the next episode of Keeping It Real with Power Platform. Bye for now.